Alrighty. Mm, Woo-wee. Hey, B. It's Jamie. That's me here. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Hope everybody is doing great on this Thursday. We are going to be getting into Erica Mena as well as Safaree Samuels. I did previously do two videos on them. One regarding Mr. Safaree wanting to lower his child support payment from the $4,600, right? Blaming Erica for his lack of job opportunities. In addition, Erica came out. She gave her thoughts. We got into that video, and she also did her own video where she was telling people not to feel sorry for her. All right, when you say that you don't, she says she don't need you to because she has been doing very well. Okay, despite the Spice situation, she is still working, and she is about to have her own film or something like that. So Erica had a lot of things to say. Well, she also said that Safaree was going to come down to the YouTube, and she said that it was going to be a mess. Okay. She was like, y'all will believe it when y'all see it or something like that. She said, when you do see it, don't be surprised. And he definitely came to the YouTube. I have not watched the full video. I will be watching that with you guys. I have only seen a piece of a clip over on, I believe it was the Jasmine brand. And I'll be honest, the first thing I thought about was Safaree forcing himself to cry. That is what I got from the clip. Okay, somebody actually got in the comments and asked me, "Wow, is that what you is that your takeaway?" Yes, motherfucker, that is my takeaway. That is my takeaway from a clip. Absolutely, yes. But we will get into the full video. Now, understand, y'all know how I do. Okay, if I feel like a person is right, I'm gonna say that. If I feel like they wrong, I'm gonna say that because I'm not team nobody. I'm team Jami. Period. Okay. So there's that. We will get into all of it. He took to the YouTube, he monetized and did his video. And I believe there was some more receipts and things that he may have dropped. So it's given ain't nobody a saint. And Erica also came out and she had some things to say. So we're going to get into that, okay? And being that quite a few people may not have received the notification that we are live at this time, I'm going to go ahead and get into some other things before we get into the Erica Mena and the Safaree, okay? So just sit tight. We will get there, okay? The first thing I do want to get into on this good day, King, baby, King, what's going on? Well, it looks like T.I.'s son, King Harris, was arrested out in Dunwoody due to, I believe, some charges, or not really a charge, but I believe it was like a bench warrant that he had in a whole nother county. So we'll get into the details of this news article. And they're saying Atlanta rapper T.I.'s son, Clifford King Harris Jr. First of all, why is this my first time realizing? Which is so interesting to me that his name is Clifford King Harris Jr. Why did I not? What? I didn't know that King. I thought King's name was King Harris. I did not know that he was named right after his dad. And I'm like, well, why didn't your first baby mama get that name to Messiah? Or Damani. I wonder. I don't know. Either way, it's King. I never knew this, okay? It's not that big of a deal. Just never knew. Thought his name was King Harris. So, anywho, they're saying Clifford King Harris Jr. was arrested in Dunwoody on Monday. According to jail records, there was a warrant out for King's arrest in Pickens County for failure to appear in court. He was charged in August 2022 with speeding, knowingly driving a motor vehicle on a suspended license, and driving under the influence of drugs. Now, see, King, I feel like you're young. Like, how old isn't King? What I would think King may be maybe 22 right now. I'm just like, you already got a suspended license? Or is King 20? He's either 20 or 22. Gotta be one of the two. But at the time that, let's say he's 22, but in 2022, he got this speeding ticket, right? And that means he was only 20 years old. So I'm like, what? Well, maybe he had his license since he was 16. And that is a lot of time for you to end up getting your license suspended. But I'm like, what the hell was you doing to get your license suspended so early in your driving career, shall I say, okay, in your driving life? And then you're driving under the influence of drugs already? So, Lord, please be with King and help him get it together as this child is on the way. Allow it to give him a different perspective or something on life for him to get it together, because he's been showing his ass for the past, I want to say 99s and 2000s, but he ain't no 99s baby. So it's really given for the past few years he's been showing his ass just a little piece. And I've been hearing more and more about King ever since him and his daddy got into it and they was clowning on veneers. Okay, so it's been a lot going on with King. And I'm hoping that when the child comes, it makes a change in him. Usually the change happens primarily for the woman for the most part, you know. But I'm hoping that, and he young, so I don't expect much for real. But I'm hoping he get it together. But let's keep going. So they're saying that in September of 2024, there was an arraignment notice returned and a bench warrant was issued. Okay, so this was issued after 2 years after the situation. So you didn't make any type of, as much money as you guys have come in contact with. You haven't done anything to try to rectify your situation? Nothing? No classes if they ordered you to do that? You probably could have paid somebody to come to your house and give you classes and just went ahead and paid whatever fines. Or did you already do that and this was a mistake? I don't know. But let's keep going. They're saying the day after he was arrested in Dunwoody and taken to the DeKalb County Jail, King was released to Pickens County and there was a recall ordered for the bench warrant. Now, I had to look that up because I'm like, what do y'all mean when y'all say a recall was ordered for the bench warrant? So that means that the judge can pretty much reverse it and nobody has a right to arrest you. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, so does that mean that everything was taken care of already and he should not have been arrested or something? Attorneys, get down in the comments for me when you get a chance and just explain that little piece for me on fully understanding a recall ordered for the bench warrant. And let me know if I explained that right, if I was in the ballpark, but I was a little wrong. Let me know. But yeah, so I mean, maybe he handled his business and it could have been a mistake, but he was arrested out of Dunwoody, sent to DeKalb County, his house, and then sent from that county over to Pickens County, which is where everything originated to begin with. And they are saying that his current status is unknown at this particular time. I haven't seen King come out and say anything just yet. But yeah, girl, that mugshot they had of King was giving every bit of down bad. And it was giving a piece of Homie the Clown. And I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful when I say that. It was just looking like that, just a little piece. Okay. And I think that Miss Girl was wrong for putting this her logo on his nose like that, because she usually do a bigger watermark than what she typically does. And I feel like this one here was a piece of intentional because her watermark is indeed red and she put it on his nose. So it is giving clown just a bit. Um and it was giving Homie the Clown. So good luck. All right. So that's what's going on. Okay. Hopefully he gets that together. Okay. Very soon, soon and very soon. We want you to get it together. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Good luck, sir. I want to let's see. Just a little piece. Can we tap on Real Housewives of Potomac? I promise we're not gonna be long and we are gonna get into the mess. I promise y'all, okay? Mia Thornton. We got it so real quick, real big. So Mia puts up a tweet and it says, question for the people. I am the people, girl, just a little bit. She says, should a wife who worked during her entire marriage be responsible for paying her soon to be ex husband alimony because he's 30 plus years older than her and says he can't find a job? If this ain't messy, girl, if this is not messy, let me tell you something. Fair is fair, okay? Wow, fair is fair. The way they say a win is a win, okay? A win is a win. A fair is fair. Miss Mia, because he would be ordered to pay you at his old ass age. He would be ordered to pay you if he was making the most money in the marriage. So I don't really know what to tell you. But let me tell you what's a key and a fucking cackle this morning, girl. Let me tell you why I'm hollering. Ooh, let me tell you why I'm hollering, honey. Get the likes up for me. Let me tell you why I'm screaming on the inside. Okay? It's the fact that you got with this man at a younger age, in my opinion, as a come up. Okay, thinking that you finna be straight. Then this man have a wife or whatever, divorced the wife, went and was with Mia. You was over there living the good life. Welcome to the good life. Like, you was over there living the good life, ma'am. You was over there playing in our face, talking about how much of a boss you were. Okay. Yes, you were. You was over there playing in our face, talking about how you was a boss, how you own this, how you own that and stuff, ma'am. Now, you was very honest about, your past and things. But it's so funny to me because you got with this man thinking you finna have a come up and he finna put you down. Girl, it's not funny, but it's hilarious. Okay? You thought you was finna get in this marriage with this man and be secure as fuck. Do you hear me? And my, how the tables have turned. Gordon already told you, bitch, if you want what he said, if you want fair, go to a carnival. Welcome to the carnival, people. We are here. We are here. I'm screaming. Okay? Because you thought you was finna get some with that man, baby. That man said, not so fast, bitch. And let me tell you something. Gordon gonna get that ass back. Because you done sat up here and let this man walk into this room and sit up here and want to claim dibs on his child that he been taking care of, that Gordon has been looking after, and that this boy been calling daddy, and you want to bring it to the TV? Talk about this man believes that he's your dad? What? You over here trying to play in that man's face? Well, guess what? Gordon said, bitch, I'm not finna get not now motherfucking job. Who? 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 It's giving owl. Who? 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 I'm not finna get shit. Okay? Because if you really want to get technical with it, Miss Ma'am, you the reason that I ain't got the companies I got anyway. Because you done brought your ass down here thinking you running shit and got all on the show, did this, that, too big for your britches. Now my family done kicked me out the fucking business. Yeah, yeah, you part of the reason. Absolutely. And when you saw the money dried the hell up just a piece, you wanna tiptoe. Now I let you tiptoe quietly out there to go be with Ink. Now you wanna get all loud with it and embarrass me. And you thought I wasn't finna come for your ass. I'm not getting that damn motherfucking job, girl. Okay? Payback is a bitch. Yeah, that's right. And I'm still gonna live in your building. I'm living in your building up the walkway from you, and I ain't making no money. And you gonna pay for it. Girl, that is crazy. Do you hear me? That is crazy. You thought you was finna have you a come up on this man, and he finna put you down. I can't. Y'all, I can't. Should a wife who worked during her entire marriage be responsible for paying her soon to be ex husband? Well, it sounds like yes. It sounds like yes. Because if the husband worked majority of the marriage, okay, and you didn't, or you ain't got no job now, by the time the divorce happens, he gonna owe you some coinage. Something. Girl, that is crazy. And you want to sit up there and bring to the people and talk about how you and Ink, he left his dirty drawers. Why his drawers got to be dirty? He left his dirty clothes at the house. So I washed them and Ink folded them. Well, guess what? Ink finna be folding them dollars up and passing them bitches over to Gordon. So since he wants to sit up there and do some work, let him do a little piece more. Let him do a little piece more because he finna get that check up out y'all. Ma'am. Hello? Okay, since you want to thrust Ink out there into the forefront and let us know who he is and put him all in our face and your kids' face and it, that. Gordon for to take both of y'all money. I am screaming. Y'all do not understand. This shit was so funny to me when I saw this question. Not you trying to be a player and got played. Giselle, can you take that hat back? Take that hat back. Because you tried to sit up there. What she gave her the hat for juggling different men, or she a boss, or whatever it was they said to her about the two men. And girl, It's the scale ain't working. It's not looking too good for her. Okay, y'all might want to give her a different hat, cause y'all need to get her that hat y'all gave Wendy, cause she finna be in the bucket in a minute. Okay, them finances is just a little piece. Get her the bucket hat. I'm screaming. We got to see how the people responding to this. Oh goodness. So somebody says yes. That's what prenups are for, to ensure. Actually, let me let you guys see it. Um, they said, yes, that's what prenups are for, to ensure both are protected. However, people never want a prenup when they are not the ones that's up and successful at the time. Girl, my. Girl, my how the times have changed. That is crazy. Now I don't think Gordon's gonna get a whole lot, even if she did pay him alimony. I have to be honest, because I mean she gonna have the kids. She got like two children, so is he not going to pay something towards the child support of those kids, or is he gonna get joint custody? And because he ain't got a lot, he not gonna have to pay nothing. Like I'm confused, and I would like to know. Somebody says, weren't you quote unquote working for his company? He turned you from stripper to CEO, and you cheated on him and possibly got pregnant by another man. And you're questioning if you should take care of his old and you're questioning if you should take care of his old ass. A girl, be a fucking for real. I have got to get I have got to get it together this morning. But this motherfucking this person said, see, this why I just see this why Giselle said you was a bad mom. And it's not funny, but it's hilarious because they is eating her up. Oh my God. Somebody said, unfortunately for you, Mia, you have given us different narratives and timelines that we don't have enough truth to give a clear assessment on. Yes, Mia. If it wasn't for G, you wouldn't be in the position you're in now. Okay? Child, these folks is cutting up. Somebody said, girl, delete this foolish. Oh, jeez, girl. And she gonna come to the internet and ask the question because she thought she was right. You know how a person asks a question like they know they got the answer and they know they right about it, and come to find out that you wrong as fuck. Oh shit, Mia, this is hilarious. Okay, somebody says yes, she should, because had the roles been reversed, I'm sure you'd want him to pay you something. All right. Somebody says, I don't know, maybe. A girl, please work it out with your lawyer and not Twitter. All right. Ooh, somebody said, well, he held you down and now it's your turn, bitch. And sing, because y'all have cut up today, baby. Y'all, y'all have cut up. They told you to delete the post, okay? I'm screaming, girl. Mia, you thought you had one, and I'm so sorry that it did not work out. Whew, I am. I'm sorry that it did not work out, but and see, because here's the thing too. Like, I don't fully feel sorry for Gordon, y'all. I've said that before because I mean, wasn't he with his wife when he met her? When she said they was all on the beach and they was hunching on the beach? Like, I don't fully feel sorry for him, but at the same time, you, girl, the way you did Jacqueline, acting like you better and all of that. Now that you with Gordon and all of this, no, ma'am. The way you've been over here acting and trying to let us know how much of a boss you are, and you got this and that, and da 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 da. Da. No, ma'am. We don't feel sorry for you either. Okay. Sorry, mamas. Sorry, girl. Good luck. Good luck. We do hope it, you figure it out. And then trying to put that man on blast. Talk about his dirty clothes down at your house. Why is they in your house anyway? Okay. And you trying to put him more in the forefront. And now I see why. See, you stay put him in the front because he comes short. Now I see. Okay. It wasn't just because of the pictures. Okay. and you standing behind him because of the height difference, as Karen said, but you trying to force him on us is what it's given too. That's why you keep pushing him to the front. Well, Ink did this. Oh, he don't play about me. Ink don't play about me. And he did that. And he, Ink. And you know what else we're going to see on Potomac? Ink is, I don't know how it's going to play out. We are going to have to wait and see. But from the clip, from the trailer, when he mentioned something like, this what you wanted, Grandpa, or this something he said, Grandpa. I don't think that she should have allowed Ink to really say that when this man is a part of your come up and the reason why Ink is here. Right? And he been over there taking care of your damn kids and everything. And then allowed you to step out when he was having issues with his wanga thinga or whatever. And you're going to sit up here and let that man call this man a grandpa. Don't let him call him a grandpa because Gordon been a grandpa this whole motherfucking relationship and you've been okay with it. Okay? So don't be trying to sit up there and let him throw a little salt on the game like that, girl. Get it together. But there's somebody else had said, like, Mia, I don't even know why you asking us when you know we like Gordon more than we like you. I said, ooh, girl. Y'all are too much in the comments, okay? But girl, like we had said the last time, girl. Good luck. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. Let's keep going. What we at on today? We definitely got to get into it. All right. So this is where we're about to talk about Safaree now. Okay. We're about to get into Safaree and Erica. I already know this is gonna be a mess. So I'm trying to go ahead and get it together, girl. But before we get into that, it seems like Nicki Minaj over here laughing at his ass. Okay. Nicki is getting her chuckles on. Let's listen to what Mr. Nicki had to say, just a little piece before we get into Safaree.
I don't know who needed to hear this, but good for you. Good for you.
I can't.
You see, sometimes you need to leave people them alone. And you see, sometimes when a queen is minding her business, y'all thinks that them why, you understand, getting at the queen convo. Y'all thinks say they want the queen life. I don't know who needed to hear this, but good for you. Good. Stop fucking lying. Don't go out your way and start harassing people who never said anything about you or to you. Don't care about nothing that's going on with you, but you was being, God for you. Now, to all of my queen them, shout out to you. Blessings on blessings on blessings to you. All of the queens that's, just waiting a karma turn, Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you beg for. Be careful what you want to disrespect other people for having. Hunty, I said I don't know who needs to hear it, but good for you. And
Oh, honey. So that is what Miss Nicki had to say. Oh, snap. 1 second. I am going to have to make sure that we grab this real quickly. We're not going to get into it just yet, but it looks like Erica Mena just a few minutes ago dropped more footage. Girl, this is so what the fuck going on? Y'all, girl, I feel bad for the kids. Not y'all thick grown asses. Okay, but now it's time for us to go ahead and get into Safaree's video. If we could get the likes to 300, that would be awesome. Let us check it out. See what Safaree is talking about today. This was in May of 2024, according to the camera stuff. But it looks like it's 2 different days.
I don't even know where to start. But I'm putting everything out there because the fact that people, even whether you know me or not, there still has to be like a certain level of common sense when it comes to just being a judge of character. And this has nothing to do with TV at all, none of that. Like this is
See,
real
I'm finna
life.
stop him right there, and the people gonna have to get mad. Most of the character people know about you is from TV, so that's primarily how they gonna judge you. Unfortunately for you, okay. So you said it got something to do with judge of character and not much of TV, but that's how people know you primarily.
Because kids are involved. And this deadbeat narrative, it's like, it's just so jarring to me. It does give me a headache sometimes, but then, I'm pretty good at just brushing things off. But, people who know me and especially know my situation, they're like, yo, how long are you gonna stay quiet? And I just, I be sparing people. And then at the same time, it's like, yo, it's nobody's business. But I feel like everybody just feels like they know my business. And if it's reported, it's news and that it's the truth and it's real. But
I'm sorry, y'all. I need to see something really quickly, please. I just need to see something really, really quick. Um. Okay. Damn. Okay. All right. So, for me, I'm going to say this real quick. I am going to be open ears. I am going to be considerate of everything he's saying. And Erica, gonna put this disclaimer out there. If I feel like he wrong, I'ma say it. If I feel like he right, I'ma say it. If I feel like she wrong, I'ma say it. If I feel like she right, I'ma say it. Okay? Period. However, there's something I have to pay attention to for me that I just noticed. So I was wondering, if you've been quiet this long, why all of a sudden would you come out now? Granted, he could come out whenever he chooses to. It is his story. However, I just find it real interesting that you really didn't start your vlog life on YouTube until about a month ago. Okay? You really didn't start that until like a month ago. So my question is, are you using this moment as a moment to truly defend yourself? Or are you using this moment to monetize off of? So that's what I was thinking, especially being that you wanted your payments lowered because you're not making money how you have previously made money before. Okay? So that is a question for me. But I am going to continue to watch. All right? So let's get into it.
I'm pretty sure that, there's some men out there who could relate to this. And when it comes to being a father in a co-parenting situation where somebody wants to have full control of every single thing and they can't have control, it's just not going to be a easy transition, especially when, the other person is just used to it being one way or very controlling or still wanting the whole family dynamic and it's not there anymore. But I love my kids. And it's gotten to the point that I have to put myself first because I'm either going to end up in jail or worse because I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent. When I first moved to Florida, I remember I got a 2-bedroom condo, and the first time I had my kids come over there after my divorce and I started the whole, visitation, and having my kids for the days I was having them. When my kids first came over in my condo, it made me so depressed because I was like, yo, I felt like they were so confined and I didn't feel good about it. And I said, yo, I gotta get a house. I need a house. I can't have my kids running around in this condo and hurting themselves and it just not being a fit to raise, you know, 2 children in a co-parenting setup. And I found my house. And I'm gonna be all the way blunt and straight up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this house because of my kids. I got this house for my kids. Seeing my kids be here running around is the best feeling, you know? You know, when you have children with somebody who, at the end of the day, it shouldn't even have happened, because I should have just noticed certain things when it came to parenting. You know, when you're with someone for 3 years and they have a child, and you probably saw the child 3 or 4 times because the child was put off to go live with somebody else. And, you know, you kind of look past it when you don't have kids or you're not thinking about that. I never even was like, yo, why doesn't your son live here? And then
listen, girl, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I gotta interject right here. That's crazy. That man is highlighting the fact that she don't never have her first son. And y'all know Spice brought her son up about how her son don't even much like her, because that boy don't even be with her like that. Okay? This is crazy. Okay? Now, he ain't really wrong. I feel like that should have been a red flag. You should have been paying attention to that. And we got to be fair here, in my opinion, because just like we say that we question men women that are with men who don't take care of their kids, right? It's not the exact same, but it's similar, because she don't never have her fucking child. So the same way we would look at women sideways for being with a man that don't never have his kids, I feel like he should have looked at her sideways like, why the fuck you ain't never got your child? Okay, but here's the thing. This is where I also have to go in and judge you, because even though you knew that, you still continue to proceed with her. I guess you thought it was going to be different because you married her and you was going to be there with whatever kids or whatever. But I feel like, you know, you were comfortable in that. And people do this a lot when they break up, right? They be comfortable. Hey, Mia, how are you? Be comfortable with the situation for what it is. And then once they're no longer together, they try to use those said things to try and clock a person. Don't clock them about that now. Don't clock them about that now, when you were content and comfortable in that situation the way that it was. Okay? Girl, that's crazy. However, all right, I do feel like listen, he ain't lying. That's what it was. But also, you still went on to go and marry this woman despite that. But let's keep going, child.
when you finally get to have a conversation with the son and find out why, it's crazy. You know, imagine speaking to a child who's of age and knows what's going on. He's 16 years old. And he says, if I ever had to live with my mother, I would kill myself. I wouldn't make that up, you know? And it sucks that I gotta
that's
really
where
just run
Spice
this
got
down
it from.
because of this
Him.
smear campaign and somebody who gets such a high on just talking about me and picking and choosing what kids you want to, you know, have.
Can I say this, y'all? And I'm just being so fair here, but I'm gonna let y'all feel how y'all feel though too, because that's your personal. This is mine. For me, in all honesty, would not be surprised if her son did say that, because he was an only child for a long period of time, right? And with that, if she is a mom that's not always there and always on the go, he may already feel lonely when she's present, right? And then feels even lonelier when she's away. And I feel like when you leave people to their thoughts, you know, teenagers and stuff, and they feel like they're alone, I could see him possibly, you know, having those thoughts. You know, I wasn't there. We only going off of what Safaree said, but I also wouldn't be surprised if that boy did say that.
Have in the forefront and get whatever extra attention you
And
get.
make no mistake, it does not mean that he does not love his mother, though. Keep in mind, Some kids' parents can do them dog ass wrong, beat the hell out of them, embarrass them, do all kind of shit to them, and guess what? They still love their parents at the end of the day. I don't know why it's like that. This how it is, okay? So just because he may have had those thoughts and don't want to be around her all the time doesn't mean that he does not love her. Some people on this live probably ain't talked to their parents in about 2 damn years because they can't take their ass. However, doesn't mean that you don't love them, okay? But let's keep going.
Off of it, you know, so I kind of just looked past certain things and
yes, you
thought
did.
that, you know, maybe I could help and make things better. But when you aren't with somebody and it doesn't work out and the two of you are just like in a weird space and everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids, like I'm not going to subject myself to that.
Yeah, I can't get with this. I don't like shit like that. I'm gonna be honest. I do not like shit like that. I always talk about that on the channel. I think that's some of the dumbest shit you can ever do. In my personal, I understand that it's his property and some of this shit may be your property. If she fucking up his property, I can imagine what she's done to her own property. And I hate when BITs do stuff like that. I've always talked about that. I'll never forget he had brought her tons of roses in the house. And it was kind of slick giving like the Offset thing. Remember when Offset brought all those flowers to Cardi B on stage, like trying to force her to accept whatever apology or to acknowledge him. He did do that, but for her to go and like break all the fucking flowers in the house, I'm kind of like, you make me think that you the type of woman that will fuck up your own stuff and break windows and bash them. And I'm not messing up my okay? And I really don't think, especially in front of your children, I can't, like, it's okay to be upset, be mad, whatever, but let's not, okay? In my personal.
See me upset. My kids have never heard me yell.
Bitch, you're texting me. Yeah, you are too. You did that. You're gonna leave me more than I need you. No. Before I need you. Remember that. Nice, Linda. Yeah, go ahead. You too, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other two kids are gonna be miserable just like you.
Oh, damn. She said the kids gonna what? Just like her?
Jerk off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other two kids are gonna be miserable just like you.
Miserable just like you.
Jerk off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Bitch, why is she driving like that?
All because of you. All because of you.
I don't argue. That's just not in me. But, you know, on the other hand.
Can I also make another acknowledgement? And the people is not finna like this. You know what I'm saying? There are gonna be times, I'm sure, throughout this live that I'm gonna piss both y'all team Safaree off and y'all team Erica off. But that's what being fair is, and calling SHI out, regardless of who the person is and what the situation. Okay. Whoever gave Safaree, because this don't look like this his house. This looked like some that a motherfucker probably gave him this footage. Okay. So they must have had some type of issue with this BIT, tired of her painting whatever narrative, and provided him with some footage on this woman showing her ass. Okay, that's what I'm perceiving from it. And you know what else I'm perceiving? As we gonna pause, because this is work for me. It's about 1,400, over 1,400 people in this chat getting a life, okay, being entertained as they get throughout their day, and has yet to distribute, okay, the likes. We would like to get to 500, please and thank you, please. Please and thank you. It's not a whole lot to ask. It's a nice. Thank you. It's free. Thank you so much. And you may subscribe as well. Thank you so much. But girl, yeah. Like, this is, now I'm gonna say this too. I still don't support him getting less in child support, because I feel like that shit expensive. If they're living in Miami, really anywhere right now, it's super expensive. And I don't think that he should be able to pay less, in my personal opinion. But yeah, I don't agree with that. But let's keep going.
Other side, they don't operate or think the way I do. And when I have my kids and someone is pretty much trying to police and parent and like watch every single thing I'm doing and call, oh, who's there? What's going on? It's just so unhealthy, so excessive, to the point where it just creates a lot of issues. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't pick and choose when it's okay to say, okay, the kids are good, and then if we're not, you know, in a good space, then it's an issue. You know, I've taken my kids to Jamaica If I was such a bad parent, nobody's gonna let a man take the kids to Jamaica by myself. I didn't have no help, and I want a biscuit for it. I did it, you know? It just creates such a level of toxicity that it's better to just be like, you know what? I'm gonna deal with this through the courts, and when this thing gets sorted out how it's supposed to be sorted out, then okay, we'll figure it out. So for the past, few months, that's what I've been dealing with when it came to, looking for lawyers and just trying to figure out this whole thing, because my original standing order for this child support and the visitation and all of that, everything, it originated from Georgia. We moved to Florida. When we moved to Florida, everything has to get transferred over. It just got transferred over like this week. So now I get to find out what this new setup is gonna be, because I refuse to go to her house to pick up the kids. I refuse. I'm not. It's just too unstable, too unpredictable.
What did he say?
And the only way we moved to Florida. When we moved to Florida, okay, we'll figure it out. So for the past, few months, that's what I've been dealing with when it came to, looking for lawyers and just trying to figure out this whole thing, because my original standing order for this child support and the visitation and all of that, everything, it originated from Georgia. We moved to Florida. When we moved to Florida, everything has to get transferred over. It just got transferred over like this week.
I'm a little confused on, if you wanted the courts to figure it out and you're trying to find an attorney and stuff, how did it make its way to the blogs then? Because when the blogs mentioned it, they really mentioned stuff from the past. They didn't even mention that, they got a new court order in, whatever this year. They didn't give really no updates for real of this year. So that do sound messy.
So now I get to find out what this new setup is going to be, because I refuse to go to her house to pick up the kids. I refuse. I'm not. It's just too unstable, too unpredictable. And the only way I would do it is either a police precinct, or if the kids are somewhere else and I'm picking them up from there. But everything is just done off of spite and being malicious intent on the other end. Me, I don't move like that. I don't live like that. When people look at me, I don't look like I'm carrying stress. I don't look like I'm losing weight. I don't look like I'm just harboring so much hate inside me that it physically begins to show. And I'm a father. I'm a grown-ass man. When I have my kids in there with me, they're under my care. They don't have nothing to worry about. So I'm not gonna have anybody acting like they need to know every single thing going on. When I was filming Love and Hip Hop, Miami, and I had my kids here, calling, where the kids at? What do you do? Oh, you better not be filming with the kids. Oh. First of all, I've never filmed with the kids ever by myself on Love and Hip Hop. They're not a part of my storyline. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not gonna be in the park pushing the kids, playing, like, of course they wanted to see me film with them, but both parents have to sign off on that. And that wasn't happening. And the last instant of when we had a transfer with the kids, it was, she called me and said, hey, I'm in the area, I could save you a trip, I could come pick the kids up, and I'm tired and I don't want to do the drive. And it was like really like early in the morning or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I let her in, lay down in the kids' room. One of the kids was in there, next to the kids was laying with me in my room. And when she gets up, she's like, she wants to have a conversation with me. I'm like, okay, let's talk. As soon as she starts talking, it's yelling, screaming, all of that. I said, yo, look, I'm not doing that. And if you can't talk to me normally in front of the kids, where the kids don't realize that we're having a discussion about something that we're not agreeing on, then I'm not having it. Oh, I don't give a F, blah, 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 all this yelling, whatever. So I'm like, okay, forget it. Just, you here, pick them up, you can leave. And in my face, all of that, blah, 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 and all that. So I'm like, all right, you don't want to leave. I call the cops. I'm on the phone with the cops. I'm telling them, hey, before this escalates, I would like police presence here because I want her to leave. Filming me calling the cops. Okay, I'm calling the cops, you're filming me. You're the one with the anger management problem just going off. So break stuff up in the house, has the kids running over glass, breaking stuff up outside.
Not running over glass. Are you suing her for
After
property
that, I just
damage?
was like, you know what? If I can...
I wonder if he's suing her for property damage before coming to social media about it. And are you pressing charges for that? Or are you not, because that's the mother of your kids, is what I'm wondering. I can't support her behavior here either. I do understand there are going to be a lot of people that's going to say, a lot of how she is, like, you must have did something to her for her to react that way. I understand people definitely can get you to that limit, but my thing is this though: those children are there and they innocent. They ain't asked to be here. So as you evolve as a person and more importantly as a parent, I do think that you should be mindful with how you handle situations in front of your kids, because when they start to act out in school and throwing shit and tearing up other people's property, and then you're going to end up being financially responsible for that, then what? You're going to have to blame yourself for your own actions and what you displayed to them. Okay, so I have to be honest, I can't rock with that. I don't like that, ma'am. You got to be doing something better. And let's be honest, we all have watched Erica Mena on TV since Love and Hip Hop New York. Erica has shown her as from the moment she has been on TV. A lot of us may have thought this was for television, but obviously this is exactly how she is behind the scenes too. Like, that's just how she is. Okay? And I don't like that. Grow the fuck up. You're not going to always get your way, especially when you think that you can control another person. That's just not going to happen. Y'all divorced? Let it go. Okay? Let it go. Y'all need some parenting counseling. For sure. All right? It's definitely giving toxic on toxic, because just because Safaree is telling his story doesn't mean he's 100% right in his situations either. Okay? It's definitely giving toxic on toxic is what they go for. Let's keep going.
I pick up my kids in a place that is like a drop-off point or a police precinct. I'm not picking them up because I'm not going to her house ever again in life. My daughter, she has an iPad. I'm blocked on the iPad. My daughter's 4 years old. She doesn't know how to block people. She doesn't even know how to text. Childish, just like BS like that. So I'm like, okay. The next time I got my kids after that, before that, when I went and I was gonna get a restraining order because, you know, she's doing stuff like showing up in my crib, 5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Oh, you so misty. And girl, where the fuck you get this ladder from, ma'am? Did you bring the ladder with you? Ma'am, that's kind of like breaking and entering a little piece. Or is that just trespassing?
My son's birthday party was like a month after that. No, like it was a while after that. And then when I went to the party, they said, hey, you want a restraining order, but you went to a party.
Pause, wait. So my question is this too, though, because, you know, you can get different things from video. I'm wondering, like, was he not answering the phone or something? And he got her kids and she's been blowing him up and she needed to jump over the fence. Like, I'm going to need a reasoning as to why did you go grab a ladder, jump over the fence and knock on the door like he's supposed to let you in? Like, what are you doing? Like,
banging on my windows. My son's birthday party was like a month after that. No, like it was a while after that. And then when I went to the party, they said, hey, you want a restraining order, but you went to a party, she was there, so you must not be in that much fear. So I had to drop that case. And this is me having to have 2 different lawyers. So this is 2 separate lawyers for one lawyer for that and another lawyer for this whole family court thing. And next time I got them, it was for, you know, beginning of the summer. And I was like, yo, I'll keep the kids for the summer. Let me know. My mother and my sister's here. They love being around them. They want to be around them. That's the issue. I can't reach my daughter's iPad. Pickup situation isn't sorted out. So when I finally do get them, I sign them up for summer camp. She gets so mad at me for signing them up for summer camp. There's a summer camp by my house. She lives 40 minutes away from me. Summer camp. I'm like, cool, I got them. Let me at least do that. Because, you know, they were here. And my mother's like, yo, you can't just be having them here playing, whatever. She was like, they need some, you know, structure.
Kids
sign them up for summer camp. I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I signed them up for the summer camp. I paid for it. I paid $2,000 to put them in summer camp. They went to summer camp for 3 days because she had such an issue with me putting them in summer camp by my house. And it was like, why didn't I talk to her, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, I have the kids. They're under my watch and care. I want to put them in the summer camp by me. And I'm going to show y'all because it's like, I'm not just talking just to talk, but put them in summer camp. This was the first month. This is what it was supposed to do. This is what it's supposed to be. This is the schedule. Summer camp, July, boom, boom, boom. The entire month. This was going to be their schedule for the entire month. This is their lunch schedule. This is one of the things she made for me in one of the days that she was in summer camp. So I'm like, okay, what's wrong with putting the kids in summer camp? And
what's wrong with that?
it just was such a control thing, and it created it created so much drama. Oh, drop the kids off. Oh, you put them in summer camp. Oh, just nothing made absolute any sense. Nothing. Like, it was just such an irate, ignorant conversation. It's to the point where we don't even speak direct. Like, my house is set up for them. I got their shrine set up.
Not a shrine.
This is for them. This is their area. You walk in. This is Maji's room. Ain't no deadbeat doing this. Deadbeats ain't doing this. My daughter's room is bigger than some adults' rooms. And it's just so insane to me how people just, oh yeah, you're a deadbeat. Yo, I know about real deadbeats. And this situation is all about control. This woman texted a naked picture of me to my mother and my sister because she wanted to let them know.
Ooh, I figure since I know your son is such a liar, and since I know he lies on me all the time to you and your daughter, I just figured I inform you, I guess, of this. Girl, that is crazy. She don't like your mama and your sister. That's also part of the reason why she and control may play a factor, right? That's also part of the reason why she about came and snatched them damn kids the hell up. Okay? I'm just saying, because Nikki had already said something about your mama and your sister. So I don't know, maybe they're a fool or something. I don't know. Okay, let's keep going.
That, oh, you and your son, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, here's the rest of it. So it says, I figured I'd inform you of him being up in my bed last night. Girl, that is some messy stuff. Girl, why would you? I would have cussed. If I was his mom, I would have cussed that hoe. I'm sorry. I would have had to cuss that bitch out. And you know what? I would have got her ass on harassing communication. Just a little piece. Because if my son ain't going to do it, bitch, I am. Just a little bit. Okay, don't you send me this. Okay? I seen enough of it when I had to wipe it up. Don't you send me no like this. This is actually revenge a little piece I feel as the mother. And I'm finna go press charges or something because I don't like it. Goes on to say, it's ironic how he paints me out to be such a hateful monster, but yet won't leave me alone. Now listen, she got clock that. Come on, Shamark. You better clock that. It's giving clock that just a little piece because he damn sure love that crazy. See, what's also interesting is that y'all love crazy as women, especially when you want to go get your Latinas and stuff. But when they start showing they fucking ass and showing you exactly how crazy they is because it ain't just something that's cute. It's really what it is. This is my life. I get down like that. Then you want to be mad. Then you want to come and shed a piece of a tear to the people about it. Ain't that what you want? Ain't that what it is that you had wanted? Well, you got what you had wanted. The craziness. Child, ain't that's a mess.
Son's not telling you what's really going on between us and all of this other nonsense. Okay. Me and you are still, having a relationship, and that's over with. Thank God that's over with. Like, I prayed about that, and there's absolutely nothing physical going on anymore. Mm-hmm. And you taking naked pictures and sending it to my mother and my sister to do what and prove what? My mother and my sister are the most least problematic people on earth. My mother's not one of those mothers. She's not like a TV mother who's here acting rah-rah and doing a bunch of ignorant nonsense. Like, my mother is so calm and zen. And anyone who knows my mother and my sister and what they do, like my sister and my mom, they are in the holistic field. Everything about them is zen, herbs, teas, spiritual. And you're sending naked pictures of me to my mother and my sister. Mm-hmm. For what? And it's like, that's the type of nonsense I have to deal with. I cannot ever pick up my kids in peace. Everything is just long and drawn out. And it's just so unfair that when a woman says something, no matter what, it's like, oh, it's the man's fault. People are like, but you didn't know. And I'm kind of like, you know what? Well, I thought I could make somebody not be just like as angry. But then when things just started like going sour and not working out, it just became it's just not even realistic to deal with. I saw somebody say one time, and I totally felt it. And if you're a father, I know you could relate to this. And it's like, they're like, yo, when you're dealing with a woman who makes you being a parent, they just make it so hard. It is so draining dealing with someone who's trying to draw you out, someone who wants a reaction from you, someone who talks about you nonstop because they want a reaction. I'm not one of those people. I don't care about people liking me and caring and proving my point. Like, hey guys, look, no, this isn't true. This is what's really happening. People who know me, my mouth has been quiet for years. I don't say nothing. This is just so draining. Like everything about it. Like her own family is going after her for child support because she doesn't do anything to help her son. So then to try to make it seem like I'm some deadbeat and I'm not trying to be there for my kids, I would love to be there for my kids, but it would be nice for you to get out the way. Let me be a father. Let me take my kids and go wherever I want with them. My kids are never in danger. They don't ever have to worry about nothing. This is not about money. This is not about child support. My kids love me.
Daddy! I'm gonna go to Target and get them. Daddy, I just cut my leg.
What's in the card in the bag? Something in
I don't want to go to Mommy.
Mommy, she was missing you. She was looking for you.
I don't want to go to Mommy.
I just want to say, like, doing
now
shit.
listen, that video don't mean shit to me, Safaree. I'm gonna be honest with you. Her crying about not wanting to go to her mama's house. If she ain't gonna be able to run it and do what the hell she want to do at your house, that the kids like to stay at the house that they feel is like the fun house where they can do whatever they want to do. Now, if she got to go to their house and clean up and pick up your toys and all that other stuff, she might not want to go to mama's house, okay? Now, granted, it could be another side. Maybe she don't like how mama act and she very in tune and she don't want to go over there because of that. But that video ain't telling me nothing, okay? Just a little piece. If you wanted that to appear as though they rather be with their daddy versus their mama, okay? It's giving, I don't feel like going to my mama's house on this day, okay? I want to continue to hang out. I was having fun. I was in the pool. I was doing this, going to the carnival. I was doing all kind of shit, and I don't want to go to mama's house today, okay? But I do feel like those kids do love their daddy, though.
Shit like this don't benefit me. This don't help me. Like, I don't like this kind of attention. That's why I usually never say anything. But this thing has been going on for so long that it's like, how much longer am I gonna let Ish slide? You know, it's so much. It's just so much things to list and name. Like, I would have to sit there with a pen and pad and write down every single incident and all that. But I don't. I'm doing this one time only. Like, but it's just a lot of corny shit. All the fake Instagram pages, harassing my mother, harassing my sister. If I'm talking to a girl, all of a sudden the girl starts getting harassed from the same fake Instagram names, and it's like, yo. It takes so much energy to like be like that, and I don't have that type of energy. Even doing this right now is giving me such a headache, and I'm not the kind of person to get headaches. My head is pounding right now, just talking about all this. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna let God is gonna do what God is gonna do, and that's gonna be that. Like, this ain't it's not a storyline. I'm not on Love and Hip Hop. This is my real life right now. I'm tired. I heard somebody one time say, like, when you go through things in life, nothing stays the same, nothing lasts forever. And that's kind of how I've been dealing with this. Like, even with as long as I've, not seen my kids, because, whether it's right or wrong, I'm just standing on, I'm not going to your house to pick up the kids. I don't, precinct or somebody from your family's house
if you feel that way, you could just get the cops to pull up to the house as you pick your kids up. Like, this text message, who is this? Hey, Lisa, Ninja Turtle BB told me you have the kids. Let me know about me picking them up. I've been asking about them and trying to call Maji iPad, but I must be blocked on it. Unblock me if you can on it. I know Maji doesn't know how to block me, and I'm sure you want some time to yourself. I wanted to keep them for a month, but I'm not playing any kitty games about it.
I have no issue with going over there, and that's that. But like, I'm not putting myself in any position to crash out, potentially snap, lose my, like, come on, because there's people who be in situations like this. Everyone's not able to like be this cool. This shit is draining. When you get to a certain age in life, like, drama and just all of this corny nonsense and fighting and arguing on the internet, putting your personal business on the internet, on social media, to people who don't like, I don't want no one to feel sorry for me. I don't need sympathy. I don't need pity. I don't care about none of that from nobody. I know at the end of the day what's going on, and that's that. I'm just dealing with someone who doesn't deal with logic. They deal with their way or no way. And if it's not their way, you're gonna get harassed. And I don't got time. I don't care what nobody's doing. I'm not harassing you. You DMing girls that I was talking to and telling them shit and saying, it's like, it's corny.
Listen to me. Y'all, it's crazy. Okay, because I do feel like I understand what Safaree is saying, because for me, I'm looking at this situation as he's telling his story from the lens of actually witnessing a very similar situation with family members, okay? With a family member and his wife who actually battled mental health issues, and she was always like crashing out, okay? Like literally diagnosed. So I don't know if Erica is diagnosed to have some things going on with her, you know. It look a bit similar to the things that I'm seeing over here with Erica, from what I've witnessed with a family member. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she pulled a stunt similar to that when those kids were with their dad. And was like, nah, bring my kids. When they were supposed to be with one family member, that family member had to go out of town for an emergency. So they took them to their dad. And it was like, no, because the dad got a new girlfriend. Bring me my kids. Bring me my kids. Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you know these kids haven't seen their dad? They miss their dad. They want to be with their daddy. Okay. I've witnessed this. Okay. I've seen this type of stuff. So that's why for me in this moment, as I'm listening to him, I'm not going to say, and I never do that, right? I'm not a person that's automatically going to say he's wrong because he's a man or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she's right because she's a mom and we're supposed to have sympathy and all this and that and da. Like, I'm not going to do all that. Okay, I judge situations based on how I see them when I'm looking at them in the moment, regardless of what your gender is, because I really could care less about it. But I just be asking people to be fair in their assessment, even if you don't agree with this when it comes to Safaree. It's also okay to call her out on her actions as well when she's wrong. And that's just what it is. I also feel like with Safaree, he does know her tipping points at times, and he knows what's going to make her react and show her ass, okay? But he got all of this evidence, and I am confused on, if you want your kids so bad, why haven't you provided that to the courts yet? Or is that something you're still working on when it comes to you having to seek out a lawyer for the family the family court stuff? And even if that is the case, you probably needed a lawyer before you brought the information to social media, because I don't know how it's going to be well received by the judge now that you done put it all out here for all of us to dissect and get public opinion on. So, I don't know. All right, but let's keep going.
I did that once. And when I did it, I didn't send pictures and videos and say, yo, look, this is what's happening. I just was like, yo, I want to talk to you because I like on some, hey, look, if this is who you're dealing with, I just want to let you know that this is what's happening. And if y'all are dealing, then leave me alone.
Hold up, what? Are you talking about another?
Pictures and videos and say, yo, look, this is what's happening. Their way or no way. And if it's not their way, you're gonna get harassed. And I don't got time. Yo, I don't care what nobody's doing. I'm not harassing you. You DMing girls that I was talking to and telling them shit and saying, it's like, yo, it's corny. Yo. I did that once. And when I did it, I didn't send pictures and videos and say, yo, look, this is what's happening. I just was like, yo, I want to talk to you because I like on some, hey, look, if this is who you're dealing with, I just want to let you know that this is what's happening. And if y'all are dealing, then leave me alone.
I find that to be so funny that you're trying to sit up here and tell somebody else and let them know to not deal with Erica because of X, Y, and Z when Rich and them tried to let you know that a long time ago. My, how the times change, I tell you. I tell you. And you thought they was hating on you, child.
You know what I'm saying? But this ain't really about that. I'm just trying to have my time and my setup with my kids. My mother and my sister would love for me to bring them to New York and spend some time with them there. And it's just nothing is easy. Everything is a fight. And I don't fight, I don't argue, it's draining. I'm not doing it. So when all this court stuff is said and done, it is what it is. This is not about child support. So this thing ain't about, it's not about money. It's way bigger than that. It's about let me be a father, stay out the way, and that's it. Stop trying to act like you don't care when you do care. Stop harassing my mother, stop harassing my sister, stop harassing anyone that's close to me. And this is not to bash. This is just the truth. This is just what it is. So that narrative that everyone just thinks is so cool to run, like you use common sense. If I haven't seen my kids, there is a reason. And this is the reason. You're going to see it. You're going to see everything.
I'm not going to be over this bitch getting a ladder climbing this man wall. What the hell? You couldn't just call the cops if he wasn't opening the door? You couldn't just say you trying to get your kids or something? Now I need somebody to know how to read lips to come down and read the lips of what Erica is saying to this man, okay? Thank you so much for the super chat, Busy Blue. What's up, honey? I'm waiting for him to say that he is trying to get... Oh! Now, you know that's too much like right because he don't want them kids full time like that. That's why he keeps saying he want them months at a time. Because he ain't going to be able to handle them and he ain't going to be able to frolic around with Miss Amara La Negra or however you say her name. He ain't gonna be able to take them trips out of the country and stuff, but he want to lower them payments. Okay, you know he ain't trying to have them kids full time. Period. He's not. He wants Erica and her mental issues to be the problem and doesn't want to be a dad. He filed for lower child support, but not for custody. Fact. Period. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. And listen, that's what I was thinking about too when he was saying like, oh, this ain't about money. It's not about that. It's about me being a father of my kids. I'm sitting over here thinking to myself, well, then why would you sit up there and put it in the... First of all, the blogs got it. Okay, we haven't seen no documentation to show, but the blogs got it first. They put it out there that you're trying to get your payments lower, and in the documentation, you blamed her actions for you not working on Love and Hip Hop anymore, and you not making the an amount you used to make, and you not booking no opportunities and all this and stuff, all this and that. But you had the money to put them in summer camp. Some of the milk ain't clean. Okay. And I'm not willing for me to put it all on one person. I think it's a shared part when it comes to their parenting. Okay, I think that he is toxic and she clearly is as well. I think they both at fault. You know, so if you came here looking for me to be one-sided, I'm not, girl. It's giving both sides. And the only side I do got is team kids. Okay, that's the side that I do have. Stay mad about it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Busy. So yeah. Let's keep going though. I would like to know what the hell she asking him or saying in this video here. It sounds like she said, "Can you open the door, please? I need to talk to you." Girl, you jumped this man's fence for that? I know she said, "I need to talk to you." Girl, this right here I can't take because you over here putting your hands on this man and you almost knocked your damn son over. Now, again, Safaree, we do ask you, if you feel so much of a way about this, why did you not provide this information already to the police instead of providing it to us? Okay? And then you just got the baby standing up here witnessing it. I can't. I'm trying to figure out what is so important that you need to talk to him about that you're following him all throughout his house and you're not collecting your children and leaving. This is like, read the room. Do you see your babies? Read the room. And for me, I don't really care about nobody trying to say, well, he pushed her to that point and he pushed her to this and that. When your kids is around, bitch, I'm going to need you to make some better decisions, period. He say he on the phone with the police. So was a report taken? Because if she's talking in the background and doing all this extra stuff, they going to consider that obstructing a 911 call or whatever. So where her additional charges at? Like, I am confusion. Was you really on the phone with the police? Because what came of this? This happened in May. Girl. Now, I couldn't have been his sister because that one I would have whooped Erica ass before she left, on God. Because you done threw that and didn't give a damn. You walked through the damn glass and didn't care nothing about whether your kid, oh yeah, I would have touched that ass on it. Call them for me. Call them for me. Ma'am. And then pick the kids up. Ma'am. And continuing to break glass on their way out. Ma'am. And as much as I'm on her ass about this, again, Safaree, honey, If you felt so much of a way about her actions and you felt so bad and it's this draining, what have you done and what are you prepared to do? If that's how you feel it when it comes to your kids. Is there a warrant out for her arrest and they can't catch up to her? I'm sure you know where she stay at. We haven't heard anything come of this situation until you dropped it over here. So are you really that upset about it? Yeah, I need y'all to question his actions like y'all be out there questioning other victims. But anywho, let's keep going. And there's that. All right. Now I do want to get into what Miss Erica had to say over here. And she's going to try to explain some things, I suppose. Child, I can't. Got these babies walking through some damn glass. Girl, I could. Ooh, and then you put, girl, when it comes to the kids, we don't really play about that type of stuff. She would have had to get touched on that day. Oh, God, she wouldn't have made it out there, though. Like, for real. Like, girl, you would have had to get touched because that's just not cool. I don't give a damn how pissed off, in my opinion, a nigga has made you. Okay? And because if that was him doing that, we would be dragging Safaree up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. We would be going in, wearing him out about being a man doing certain things in front of his child. So y'all gonna have to call this woman out accordingly on her SHI. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that you're excusing Safaree of anything. Okay? Period. But let's get into it. She says, all right, all my home footage alone just in May of you trying to get into my house and begging for me to take you back will shut down everything you just try to put out on me. And if that is the case, that makes sense as to why he did not move forward trying to put any charges on her, acting like he on the phone with the police. Okay, I'm getting advice from my lawyer not to because it's better for the courts. But if you want to take it there, we can. And see, this is why you need an attorney, because I told y'all, why the hell would you put that out there to us? Because let me tell you, the courts really ain't going to like you out here trying to make the mother look bad, especially I would say more so in the state of Georgia, because they definitely lean more towards mothers heavily than they do fathers. So when you come into the courtroom, they not really gonna be trying to hear you say a whole lot of negative stuff about the mama. All right. So I don't know how it works down there in Florida. Possibly the same. You know, y'all have to let me know. But I do think she doing it right. If you do have a lot of information, then, girl, you would want to save that for the courts. But I don't know how far it's going to go or whether they're going to care. Because in this photo, it look like he over here digging your back out in the corner here. The way the angle is, okay? And you cropping it. Look like y'all about hunching or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. But this was also on May 14th. When did his thing take place? 20 days later or something? Oh, girl, listen, I'm done. This right here was May 6th. So you showed your ass, broke up his property, did this and that. And then now, and this is, I don't know what's happening. Okay, I don't. But I'll be honest, the way this arch is giving, just a little, the lean back, just a little piece, looking like he might be getting into some things when it comes to me. Okay? Just a little bit, all right? But we gonna read more of what she trying to say. It does give digging that back out just a piece. And now don't act like y'all don't see that. Just a little, okay? Don't act like that. So she done tore your shit up. Just how many days was that? What, about 9 days or so before? Or 8 days or so, however many days before? And then you over here at this lady house, girl, it's giving toxic on both sides. It's giving crazy. And this is the stuff that I'm talking about. The more you over there, and then you talking about you ain't coming to our house no more. When did you make that decision? That I'm not going over there anymore? Did you make that decision after this summer? And then here's the other thing that I do question. Now, Safaree, first of all, it's not good that you over there hunching on that lady, because it does continue to drive her crazy at a later time. And we witnessed that last year when she was over there being all upset. And we learned the reason she was so upset was because she was still smashing on him. But then my question is this: do you smash on her so that you could get your way? Just a little bit. Like, do you feel like if you don't give her what it is that she wants, she's not going to allow you to see your kids or something like that? Do you feel like she may manipulate you and you got to do that? You know what I'm saying? Or is it something completely different? I don't know, but let's keep going. So then she says, if you want to do a whole video trying to make me seem like I'm the only problem, please make sure you add in that just this past May, you were in my home once again trying to so-called get your family back. And if you want to take it there, which I'd rather kind of not, and just save it for the courts, I have you in my Ring camera begging to get into my house this very same week on numerous occasions. Please don't make me take it there and post all my home videos of you begging on your knees for me to take you back in front of our kids, because you know I would. Girl, this is messy, girl. I told y'all when we talked about Mia, we have entered the carnival and we are there. Okay? We are there. 2 clowns. All right? Posting videos that transpired in 2023, but yet in May 2024, you were begging for me back. Ma'am, come back for a second. Don't walk off. Come here. I want to show you something real quick. You see this date here when you showed your ass in front of them kids? It's given May 6, 2024. So are you talking about when you climbed that man's fence? Was that back in 2023? When you climbed the fence and said that you needed to talk to him? Because those antics do give me a little bit, okay? It gives me a little bit of a woman that's been in a relationship with a man, think that he over there cheating, so you needed to climb the fence to look in the house to see if another bitch is in the house because he ain't answering your calls. I'm just telling you what it, ma'am, you don't have to yell at me. I'm not Safaree. I'm just letting you know what it looks like to me, okay? Just a little bit, all right? That's all. Let's keep going. She says, not gonna lie. I guess this may be a text message from him. She says, not gonna lie. Let me go back and pause that. Oh, shout out to Instagram for the pause, honey. Not gonna lie. Whenever I die, I want it to be with you. I don't want to live without you. Ma'am. What I needed you to not have done was blur out the rest, because we need a date. Okay? Put a date on it. All right, that's we needed the date to confirm exactly when this was sent. But she says this very text was sent by him in May of 2024. Well, we would have known that a little piece if you would have let us read a little more and not blurred it out. Okay. She says, before I text your mother the truth of how you were begging to get back with me, since you like lying to your family and friends on your true feelings when it comes to me. And I'm not showing the rest of the text messages because all the insane freaky things you were saying. Well, you know we don't mind a little freak a leak. I mean, let's be honest. If you're going to leak out video or pictures of his wanga thangin', that's thanga wangin', we might as well know the freaky stuff. I mean, Safaree leaked his images out years before y'all even got together. Girl, this ain't no surprise to us. You could have showed us. Somebody around here right now being freaky, texting early in the damn morning. So, girl, we grown. We grown. Okay, this ain't that new to us. Just show what you done showed the most private part. Might as well show that. You know what I'm saying, girl? It's okay. Let's keep going here. All right, so it looks like he in her messages. Okay, what up? Let me know when you see this. Trying to send you some info. Just want to make sure you're the right person. So wait a minute. Is this yours or did he send this to someone else? Let's go. She says, this very year he got wind I was dating a very high profile athlete. So this is what he was talking about. And this was she turned around and clocked it. This man lost his marbles, was calling all my friends begging, asking for them to confirm if it was true or not. They wouldn't, so he decided to send him a DM. Now this I do believe, because he already said that that's what he did. And then he tried to say that he only did it one time. And I said, one time? Okay. This is messy. Okay, let's keep going. So then somebody says, or did she say this? It say he was just stalking you. Hold on. Now, why did I not pause that? Let's get through all of this. Why did I not pause that part? It says, he was stalking you last year when you were in Paris. Dude lost his SHI. Okay. So this is what's being said now. What else did she have to say on these messages, though? Explain why I was so enraged because how you violated my body. I wanted answers. You have been gaslighting, violating me, and leaving me for dead on such much when it comes to the kids. All your receipts are from 2023. Mine are from 2024. Ma'am, it looked like it was given 2024 to me just a little bit. Okay. Do you really want me to post you begging for me back just this past May on your knees in front of our kids? I'm going to be honest. I just feel like, what that got to do with how you showed your ass in front of kids just a little bit? You know, like, I know he can get you there. So maybe that's what you want to show that. And then also she did say that if I'm so much of a problem, you still want to pretty much come back to me. So I think that's her point. You still want to come back to me, and you still want your family despite all of the SHI that I've done, but you online trying to paint me out like I'm really the bad guy, but you still want this bad guy. Okay. Girl, poor children. This newfound YouTuber using kids and both its exes, you have violated, gaslit, and provoked to the ugliest end of your YouTube. So she's talking about her and Nicki Minaj, because y'all know he went to the Gag City concert, then turned around and did a video on it, okay? Girl, I don't see y'all. This is wild. And I told y'all when we first started talking about this, what did I say? And I didn't even see her messages. It just came to me that I'm like, wait a minute. Why all of a sudden you talking about this now? Let me go through your YouTube channel to see when you actually started vlogging. You just started that a month ago. So it did make me question, is this because you're trying to capitalize off of your channel? Or do you really care about what's happening? And I'm in the middle. I'm having a hard time believing that you care, because she just showed her ass in front of your kids. So as much as you want to sit up there and pretend as though you don't like her behavior and how she had her kids walking through glass, you also did not stop those children from walking through glass. You see what I'm saying? So I can't put one over the other in this situation. You could have immediately grabbed your children and put shoes on them before they walked out their house, or you could have grabbed them up, okay? Stepped over the glass and put them outside. I understand you're on the phone with the police, but I slick don't give a damn about that. Okay, so both is at fault for me. Oh, child, I ain't getting into all of this. Now, wait a minute, Erica. So she says, why were you repeatedly coming to my home in May 4 through 7, 2024, crying in my Ring camera for me to let you in if you're so traumatized by me? You have been gaslighting me for years, and when I react, you're so quick to make it happen in your home so that you can record me. It isn't ironic anymore. Ma'am, if it's not, you should have been showing your ass at your own house. Okay, you know this man got cameras and shit set up. So how is that, in a sense, his fault for you coming over there showing your ass when he got cameras in his house? Okay, that's what they there for. I'm a little confused here. Y'all not finna play with me this morning. I just can't. Okay? She says you've been plotting this whole video, which is why all of a sudden now you want to be a YouTuber. Girl, now listen to me. You may have gotten that part, okay? But you may have gotten that part. But then you say you're so quick to make it happen in your home. How did he make that happen in his home? Because even though I do feel like he can trigger you, you got to think of your kids at the minimum of like, I got you, but let me go. Okay? All right? So let's keep going. You have been purposely trying to, and then, you know what else I want to say is, as you know, this is how he moved this time. Please be mindful moving forward. Okay? Because this is very footage, that could continue to sway how your kids think about you. All right. In addition, your own actions can do that as well. Just be mindful, like move different. You have been purposely trying to make me have financial burdens by not doing your part when it comes to the kids. So much so you have went months and months without paying child support until I had to get the actual Department of Child Support to start taking my child support out of your bank account directly. Okay. Let's keep going. He has been quiet all this time because the truth of it is he couldn't deny any of the truth of it. He's now talking because he can edit and put together last year's torment together and edit it up to make it seem like what he has been doing behind closed doors is valid. I don't think she's really wrong there now. Okay? I don't think she's fully wrong. Okay. This man by choice missed his daughter's birthday this year and showed up to his only son's birthday this year empty-handed. Why is it? You're making what you don't do for your kids about me. You have put me through enough and won't admit to that, which is okay. But honestly, what's your excuse for your absence when it comes to these kids? His excuse, let him tell it, is because of you. You make it difficult. Okay? You try to have some type of control and don't want the kids there. That's what he's saying. She said you had them in July, picked them up on Friday the 4th, but she says, and put them right into a summer camp. Mind you, you only had them until that following Tuesday, which means those days you actually had with your kids, you weren't even trying to spend quality time with them. When he talked about that and he mentioned control, I did think of that. about, oh, she's trying to punish him because she feels like he's not sitting at home with the kids as much as she wants him to. He's actually putting them into a camp, which is what they very well need. But okay, she says, you literally put them in a camp that I was never informed of just so you can go about your life for those days. Now, see, he needed to produce some receipts while he was producing receipts. Did you have a conversation with Erica and let her know that you were going to put those kids in summer camp? He says that they had a talk. Did they? Okay, because when he got ready to show us evidence, I thought he was going to show us a receipt of him paying for the damn summer camp. She says, all of a sudden, he's a quote-unquote YouTuber and wants to be honest with the world. BS. This whole SHI was planned by him, and I'm not surprised. Just like he went around showing videos of his ex after causing so much trauma in that relationship. Here he is doing the same here. Now, I ain't know he showed no videos now. Now, I ain't know he went around showing videos of Nikki. Y'all gonna have to let me know that because I didn't see that. Okay? Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, so let me know now. Let's keep going. Now let's get into the video of what she has here.
What did Daddy do?
Daddy kicked him. My brother with 2 legs. Then he fell in the ground.
When was this?
And my daddy.
When you was with Daddy?
Yeah.
Really?
I saw him fall off. I saw my daddy kick him and fall off.
And who fell off?
To the ground.
And I was watching him while I fall off.
And did Daddy, why did Daddy kick him?
Because he got boo-boo.
Who got, Leggy got a boo-boo?
I need to tell my mommy he got boo-boo like that.
Wow. And this was in Daddy's house?
Yes, that's not my daddy's, that's not my brother's father.
That's not your brother's father? Who said that?
Daddy.
Daddy? What did Daddy do?
Daddy kicked him.
Girl, this is crazy. Why y'all playing the kids against? And why is you letting these baby hold me like this? And you recording him. What is this about, sir? What the hell is that about? That you sitting there just letting this baby holler? What is that about? That's crazy work. Now, y'all know y'all ain't got to do the kids like this. She says, it really is no coincidence that this man leaked his own court documents to falsely claim he has the kids majority of the time. It's no coincidence that all of a sudden he's a YouTuber and waited all this time so he could tell his truth all just for views. I've been sparing him for so long. His triggering, violating BS he has been doing for 3 years. Today I'm going live and I will not only be showing all the receipts I've been cleared by legal to indeed show, but I will also be given the full detail and breakdown of everything in its entirety. So only show my reaction to your actions, but failing to tell what it is you're about behind closed doors is textbook narcissist at its finest, okay? For Safaree to speak so clear on the things that you do and tell her baby brother, saying that Legend isn't your son, which is probably why you thought mistreating him in your home since he was a baby with no one around. Okay, how could you forget all of these parts? Whew. Girl, y'all showing out today is a lot. This is a lot. Y'all need some parenting classes. If I ain't never seen it, girl, y'all need some therapy. Y'all need a lot of stuff. This is crazy work here. Okay? Crazy work. I don't think Erica is fully wrong either in what she's saying. He definitely ran to social media to get a little bit of the people on his side. Okay, he did, while exposing her just a little piece. Okay, listen, girl, I'm team kids. I don't see a saint in the situation at all. She is giving off toxic behavior for sure, especially in front of the children. But Safaree, you ain't no better. And I do believe the little girl when she said, "That's not my brother." Okay, when she said that, or that's not my daddy's son or whatever like that. Listen, I do feel like she got that from you. I do feel like that. But for y'all to have these kids all knee deep in it, girl, y'all is not right. Y'all ain't right. Y'all is not right, girl. Y'all wrong as fuck for that. Ooh, y'all wrong as hell for that. Baby, poor kids. The kid, ain't they innocent, child? So she wants him to watch the kids knowing he abuses them. Make it make sense, child. See how everybody just, girl. Erica gives bitter baby mama from hell. She gives, was there any girls at daddy's house? What were they doing, child? She do give that a little piece who all was over there. She do give that just a little bit. Okay. Girl, not y'all using the kids to play against each other. That's not good, and that is not healthy. And I would love for y'all to go to courts because I feel like the judge gonna eat both of you niggas up. Okay? Gonna eat both of y'all up. And it's really sad when y'all as parents have these kids and cannot properly co-parent, that you have to let people in the courts who don't fully know everything, and they are the ones that are dictating what's going to happen. Very sad. Very, very sad. This is terrible. Thank you so much, Effie, for the super chat. I'm praying for the kids. Lord, please protect them. Thank you so much for the super chat. Listen, I had to bring y'all that, give y'all the update. When there is more and Erica decides that she wants to go live, we'll definitely get into that as well. But you guys feel free to have the conversation down below. All right. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of talk in the comments about who's right and who's wrong. Okay. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I do appreciate all of you guys for being here. Thank you for the super chats and everything. And subscribing to the channel and liking up the video. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
My city and cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like soldier rag, leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.